Hey everyone, it's Danielle Taylor with Keller Williams Realty here on the beautiful Outer Banks. And I'm here today to talk about our November numbers. So exciting. I cannot believe that it is almost the holidays. I hope you're more prepared than I am. So fingers crossed I can pull this thing out this week. Anyway, just a reminder that we do a full newsletter update. So if you want to get a copy of that each month, make sure you go ahead and click the link below so that you can subscribe to it and get all of the data. This is just some highlights and some snapshot information that I thought you might like. So final reminder is that all of this information is courtesy of the Outer Banks Association of Realtors, and the numbers run through November 30th, 2021. So let's go ahead and dive in. So single family residential sales units are up over 13% year to date over 2020. So that's a pretty healthy increase over last year. However, we've started talking in each of these updates about what's happening month over month, because that's actually starting to erode. November over November, we're actually down just under 17%. So we continue to eat away at those annual gains, and we've been seeing that consistently over the months. So we'll see how we finish out the year, but I think we've definitely going to end up eroding some of that. Tight inventory levels continue. So I'm sure I sound like a broken record. I tell you that every month, but November 2021 over November 2020 saw a 39% reduction in inventory levels. And a 16% reduction in new inventory. So the new inventory is important to follow because we want to watch that trend as we've burned through some of the older inventory that had been in there. Average year-to-date new listings are still up by 6%, but with that 16% month over month for November, you can see again the eroding is happening in that area as well, because last month our new listing average year to date was 8% up, so now we're 6%. We continue to move through listings at a faster rate. So November 2020, the average days on market was 113, and this November the average days on market was 51. So huge change there. Interestingly enough, remember that average days on market for our active listings right now remains at 89 days. That's the same as last month. So again, I mentioned this last month, and I think it's important to remember there's still some really good opportunities out there on those older listings. So don't discount those. There may be some gems in there that you can get without being in all of this craziness and multiple offers. In terms of pricing, our single family residential average sale price right now is $515,000, which is up almost 23% versus 2020. So that's a really big increase and a big number to watch. In terms of distressed properties, again, they're a non-factor. They were about 1% of sales for the month of November, and we have 0 active distressed properties right now. So again, nothing in there with the distressed opportunities at this point. The Fed came out last week, and we sent out sort of a public service notice about the Fed plans for 2022. And, they've already said that they plan on increasing interest rates at least 3 times. So we need to keep an eye on that, because what implications that will have for our market, we just don't know yet. What I would say though is if you're a buyer and you're on the fence, let's get together. Let's talk this through. Let's get a plan in place so that we can get you in a position where you can take advantage of the lower interest rates before they start to rise. Remember that a 1% change in the interest rate, so if the interest rates go up by 1%, it changes your purchasing power by 10%. So let's just keep that in mind, and let's really get a plan together. As a seller, this lack of inventory and the active buyers remain. And if you're looking to capitalize, now is the time. Again, with this interest rate change, we don't know if it will slow any buyer activity. We don't know if it will change pricing in any way. So why not go ahead and take advantage of the market now? As always, if you have a specific property in mind that you're considering buying or selling, please reach out to us. We would love to talk to you and get you specific information on it. as well as having a market baseline on any property is always a good idea. So happy holidays, and we'll see you next month.